A pavestone wall project will enhance the beauty of any lawn, landscape, or garden. Pavestone wall stones come in a variety of colors, shapes, and textures. They can be used for retaining walls, planter beds, garden terraces, and a variety of other options. In this video series, we'll create a raised tree ring using Anchor Windsor stones. Before you start, you'll need to estimate the size of the wall you want to build and figure out how many layers of paving stone you'll need. You'll also need some supplies: gloves, safety glasses, spray paint, a shovel, tape measure, a sledgehammer, a 4-inch chisel, a carpenter's level, a torpedo level, a mason string, a pencil, a string level, stakes, a hand tamp, and paver sand for a base. You might also want a wheelbarrow and a guillotine splitter. You can rent heavy equipment from your local tool rental store, as there's no need to buy equipment if this is your only project. There are 4 basic steps to installing pavestone wall stones. You'll prepare the site, prepare the base, lay the stones, and cut the stones. Go on to the next video to see how to get started. Now that you have your supplies gathered, it's time to get started. To begin, you'll mark the ground area where the wall will be with spray paint. Then place tall stakes along the paint line and run a mason string from stake to stake at the height you want the wall to be. Use the string level to make sure the mason string is level. Walls that are taller than 3 layers of stone should always have the first layer of stone completely buried. Walls that are 3 layers or less should have at least 2 to 3 inches of the first layer of stone completely buried. Now that your site is prepped, you'll need to excavate your project area and install the base. The depth of your base depends on the height of your wall. Walls that are 3 layers or less should have a trench of at least 3 inches. Taller walls should have a trench that is at least 8 inches deep. Both tall and short walls require a trench that is at least a foot wide. Always tamp down the trench after you're done digging. In the next video, we'll show you how to prepare your base for laying stones. Now that you've prepared your site and wall trench, it's time to add your base before laying stones. For a small wall, pour an inch of coarse sand into your trench. For a tall wall, you'll need a 4-inch rigid base of pavestone paver base. After you pour your base, smooth it using a 2x4. Use a level to make sure you spread your base evenly and don't create spots that are too high or too low. The last step in your preparation process is moving the string down to the first mark on your stakes, where the top of your first stone will hit. Now you're ready to lay stones. Go on to the next video or consult our written directions. We've shown you how to prep the area where your wall is going to be, and now you're ready to lay stones. If your wall is set on ground that rises or slopes, begin laying stones at the lowest point. Set the stones in the base side by side, leveling each stone as you go. Once your base layer is set, start the next layer by placing stones in a staggered pattern. You'll want to make sure that each stone bridges the stones below, so that the joints never line up. You may need to lay partial stones to complete your layers. To cut stones, mark the length you'll need the stone to be. Always wear protective eyewear, and use your mini sledgehammer and the chisel to score the length you will need on all 4 sides of the stone. On a sidewalk or other hard surface, pound the score lines with the mini sledgehammer and chisel until it breaks. Congratulations on completing a valuable landscape improvement to your home. Now you can step back and enjoy your accomplishment and begin to landscape the area around your new retaining wall. Your beautiful outdoor environment is one that is uniquely yours, easy to maintain, and one that your friends and family will enjoy for many years to come.